we stay with those pictures. Prime Minister just a short while ago inaugurated the Kartavya Bhavan. In fact, 6:30 this evening is when the public program is to happen at Kartavya Path. Kartavya Bhavan is part of the broader transformation of the Central Vista, and it is first among several upcoming common central secretariat buildings that is aimed to streamline administrative processes and enable agile governance. In fact, the project that embodies the government's broader administrative reform agenda by co-locating ministries and adopting cutting-edge infrastructure, the Common Central Secretariat that will improve inter-ministerial coordination, accelerate policy execution, and foster a responsive administrative ecosystem. Currently, many key ministries that function from aging buildings like Shastri Bhavan, Krishi Bhavan, Udyog Bhavan, Nirman Bhavan that were constructed way back in the 1950s and 1970s, which are now structurally outdated and inefficient. The new facilities that will reduce repair and maintenance costs, boost productivity, improve employee well-being, and enhance overall service delivery. It has been designed to foster efficiency, innovation and collaboration by bringing together various ministries and departments that are currently scattered across Delhi. It is an office complex that spans an area of around 1.5 lakh square meters across 2 basements and 7 levels that includes ground plus 6 floors. It will house offices of the ministries, Department of Home Affairs, External Affairs, Rural Development, MSME, DOPT, Petroleum and Natural Gas and the Principal Scientific Advisor. Now, the new building will exemplify modern governance infrastructure. It features IT-ready and secure workspaces, ID card-based access controls, integrated electronic surveillance and a centralized command system. It will also lead to sustainability, targeting a GRIHA 4 rating with double glazed facades, rooftop solar water heating, advanced HVAC systems and rainwater harvesting. The facility that is also to promote eco-consciousness through zero-discharge waste management, in-house solid waste processing, e-vehicle charging stations and extensive use of recycled construction material. As a zero-discharge campus, Kartavya Bhavan treats and reuses water waste to meet a major chunk of its water needs. The building uses recycled construction and demolition waste in masonry and paving blocks, lightweight dry partitions to reduce topsoil use and structural load, and features an in-house solid waste management system. The building is designed to use 30% less energy. It has special glass windows to keep the building cool and reduce outside noise, energy-saving LED lights, sensors that switch off lights when not needed, smart lifts that save power, and an advanced system to manage electricity use that will help all save energy. Solar panels on the roof of Kartavya Bhavan that will generate over 5.34 lakh units of electricity every year, solar water heaters that meet more than a quarter of the daily hot water needs, charging stations for electrical vehicles that are also provided. So all in all, every aspect that has been deeply looked into. Prime Minister inaugurated that Kartavya Bhavan, which is Prime Minister's effort of the Central Vista project to leave an architectural legacy and replace the earlier mix of colonial era architecture. This project that was conceived way back in 2019. The building that will have all the key ministries, including Home, External Affairs, Petroleum and Natural Gas and other offices of Principal Scientific Advisor to Prime Minister. Let me cut across to my colleague Aishwarya Paliwal joining us with the latest as we stay with these pictures. Aishwarya, Prime Minister looking at every aspect of this structure. A project that was conceived in 2019 is now a reality, and every aspect that has been very carefully designed. This evening, a public program that is also to take place. Take us through the latest.
Well, Trisha, one of the things that Prime Minister Narendra Modi did since 2014 is that he's made sure that everything is in one place. That's the reason, let me tell you, in the next coming months, you will see a lot of these structures being inaugurated. So the idea of the Central Vista project is to make sure that all the ministries are together, which means that it will become easier to work because, let me tell you, we are on the field and we have seen how it becomes a little tedious for most of the officers to be running from one ministry to the other. And some of the ministries are not in the Latian zone, are not in central Delhi. So the idea is to make sure that everything is in one place. It will lead to lesser wastage of time and it will also increase the efficiency. That's what the Prime Minister has been speaking about. The facilities that you are seeing in this new building, very high tech, very, very modern. The Prime Minister is making sure that these are the structures that stand tall at least for the next 200 years. The technology, which is almost every day changing, all those things have now been incorporated in this building. We will see, as you also pointed out, we will see a public program also today in the evening. Now, this is a building which the Prime Minister and the BJP wants that this should actually become the epitome of what futuristic buildings, futuristic government buildings should look like.
Oh yes, absolutely. And continue talking to us, Aishwarya, because Prime Minister has been involved in every aspect of it. You know, all those mantris who worked with him always talk about how he has a very keen eye for detail. And that is exactly how he leads his team. So exactly a part of how the Central Vista project and particularly the Kartavya Bhavan that we see has happened, all a part of his vision.
The name of the building tells you, Suesha, what exactly the Prime Minister has in his mind. It's the Kartavya Bhavan, which means that this is your duty to make sure that you work for the people of the nation. This is what Prime Minister Modi has time and again been speaking about, that we are all working towards the end goal. And it's the one goal that we all need to keep in mind, even if you are in the opposition. This is what Prime Minister has been telling the main opposition leaders also, that at the end of the day, we all need to think about the nation. If you remember, when Prime Minister Modi started speaking on Operation Sindoor, the first line that he said, Suesha, was that I'm here for the nation, I'm speaking for the nation. So this is the idea, the core ideology of the BJP and of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Central Vista project, is actually a project which actually has been the Prime Minister thought about it because he understood that rushing from one place to the other and technology, this is something which, we have seen in a lot of buildings in his home state of Gujarat. Also, technology is something that Prime Minister Modi time and again keeps on telling the MPs of his party also, that you need to embrace technology because technology is very much a part of our lives and it will keep on changing. Now, Suesha, whenever we used to think of the Sarkari building, the government buildings, the first thing that used to come in our mind, dilapidated buildings, very old school, laid back people. So those are the things that have completely changed. And one of the examples of this is the new parliament building. Also, you see how high tech it is. Most of the MPs walk in, their faces are being scanned, the retina is being scanned. So all these things are very, very evident in the new parliament building, and something similar we will see in these new projects which we will see coming up. This is just one of the buildings, Suesha. Many such buildings are planned in and around the national capital, especially in the central part of Delhi.
Oh yes, absolutely, Aishwarya, and hoping this new structure brings about a new energy, a new thought wave for all the key people working for the betterment of the country. Also, given how urban planning has also thrived over the years, traffic has become a menace, and for all the officials to be located in one place, to be working in coordination with each other saves a lot of time. Saves a lot of time for us also now, Aishwarya, moving forward, for all of you who are in the field and for all of us, for the news teams to be going to one place now, to be able to get all the information, to be able to gather all the news and to meet all the key people stationed in one place.
Well, definitely, Suesha. We will also see how efficiency will increase many folds, because it's not whenever you come and say that this is something which needs to be done, it's not just one ministry that often is involved. There are multiple ministries which give their feedback. So making sure that there is smooth talking between all of them, that's something that the BJP at the moment is looking at, and that's the reason why we are seeing the coming together and also making sure that these are high-tech buildings, and all of them are also eco-friendly. So that's also something that the BJP at the moment is very keenly looking at. This new structure will also make sure that electricity usage is at its minimum. That's something that the Prime Minister has been speaking about. All the new buildings, especially, one of the examples is the Parliament building. They are all very, very efficient. So that's something that we will see in this new building. This is just, let me tell you, the beginning of some of these buildings that we will see. This is just the first one. We will see a lot of other buildings also coming out like these.
Aishwarya, many thanks for getting us the latest.